Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Phxeenix, and today we are going to be talking about alts and why they are important. Before I get started, if you guys do enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell to get notified when new videos go live. So for those of you who don't know what an alt is just another way of saying alternative character. You might not hop on them all the time and you might not do too much with them, but they're an addition to your main character and they do serve a purpose. When you first start the game, you'll find that you have 6 character slots available to you. One of them will be your main and the rest will be alts. I'll hop in the game and show you how you can get more character slots if you desire. So the first and easiest way of getting another character slot expansion is simply by being logged in for 50 days. At that 50-day mark, you get 1 free character slot expansion coupon, and that does help out a lot. Another way you can get it is by heading over to the Pro Shop under Loyalties, search for characters, and you can see that for 10,000 loyalties, you can get another character slot expansion coupon, and this resets on the 1st of every month, and you can have up to 23 character slots. So you do actually get 200 loyalties per day, and sometimes when there's events going on, you can get an additional 100, or you can also get it through a different quest that Pearl Abyss gives out to us, where I think earlier we had like a 2,000 loyalty quest, so that was very helpful. But yeah, keep that in mind. If you are a bit of a, I don't mind paying for things, you can go to this character slot expansion coupon right here for 600 pearls, which is equivalent to $6. You can get more character slot expansions. And once again, keep in mind, you can have up to 23. I made the mistake of buying more than that. So now I have 3 character slot expansion coupons sitting in an alt, just sort of waiting for new classes to come out so I can use them. And sometimes Pearl Abyss does have sales, so I actually purchased all of mine for 50% off. I bought them for $3 each instead of $6. So just if you don't want to spend the money right now, you can always wait and spend it later if you'd like, or you can just buy everything through loyalties. It's entirely up to you and how you choose to do it. Now, let's talk about the best ways that I feel like you should be using your alts. The first way is simply by placing them at world bosses. Before you do put them at any world boss, however, I do recommend getting them to level 56 and slapping some gear on them. The easiest way to get to level 56 is by having a guild member or an alt simply power level you there. It takes about 20 minutes at Polly's Forest and is super simple, super fast. If you don't have a friend to help you, then you can go ahead and just quest up until you get to level 56. And the reason that I say level 56 is because at that level, you can go ahead and head to this Oasis vendor. Her name is Ellie, and she is stationed near every stable keeper in every major city. If you are at a city that has 2 stable keepers, one of them is bound to have an Ellie. I will link that in the description down below, all the locations that Ellie is. But once you get to Ellie, you can go ahead and interact with her, hit her shop, and then you can see all of these Raymaness weapon boxes. You can go ahead and purchase them all for 1 silver, and they are equivalent to tribe boss gear. Right now, Oasis is an event that's going on, so hopefully you are watching this video at a time when this is still available for you. But once you have the gear, you are ready to go to your world bosses. The world bosses that I recommend heading to are going to be Nuver, who is over here in the desert. I like stationing an alt there because it is quite a pain to travel through the desert and having to get a compass, so it's much easier to just pop in there with an alt. You can also station them at Kudum, very recommended, just don't want to go the distance. Zarka, Garmoth over here, Karanda right here, and then Vel, who is all the way up here. Now, I realize that is 6 bosses and you are starting out with only 6 character slots and you do need 1 for your main. So what I would recommend is stationing an alt at Vel. And the reason I recommend Vel instead of someone like Zarka is because getting to Vel takes about 30 minutes by boat, and then to get back is another 30 minutes. So that's going to be like an hour of your time gone just by going to Vel. If you leave an alt there and you don't have a guildmate or a friend, you can just type in the general chat and then someone will invite you to a platoon, guaranteed. And the reason I don't recommend putting an alt at Zarka and instead taking the alt to Vel, well, if you only have limited character slots, I don't recommend putting them at Zarka because Zarka is right in the middle of the Serendia region, right over here. And if you are at higher levels, you're probably grinding Baragi Den or Elvia servers, and most people have their hub in Heidel. So it's quite simple, simply just to get to Zarka. It's more convenient than any other boss. All right, now that we've covered world bosses, let's talk about what else we can do with our alts. Okay, number 2, you can use your alts for energy. Their energy recovery is about 1 every hour. Well, it's not about, it is 1 every hour. And they do recover slowly. It's only 24 per day, for 24 hours. But over time, it does add up. And since you're going to be hopping onto them, you'll see that their energy is definitely moving up. I've completely neglected these guys. They have max energy already, so I do need to go and use it. But let's talk about the ways that you can use your energy. So the first thing I recommend is, if you are simply a grinder, is by investing your energy into different nodes. So let's go to Castle Ruins, for example. Okay, so here we are in Castle Ruins. We have this node, and we haven't invested anything into it yet. So I'll just show you how to do that real quick. We can invest 10 energy in here, and boom, it's at level 2. It does take a lot of energy to get to max level, which is level 10. But the reason this is actually super important is because when you do have a node upgraded that you are actually grinding at, every 10th monster enemy that you kill has a 50% drop chance, added 50% drop chance at level 10. It's a certain percentage every level, but I will link that in description below because I don't know the numbers by heart. But yeah, level 10, 50% drop chance. It's very useful. Another thing you can do with their energy is go to Alustin, and I will see you at Alustin. So here we are at Alustin, and the cool thing about Alustin is he will take our energy and turn it into energy potions. So over here we have our small, medium, and large energy potions, which each require 5 energy in order to convert 1 energy of a potion energy, if you will. But this bottom one over here, this extra large energy potion, only takes 4 of your energy to convert into 1 energy potion value. So this might be the most bang for your buck. This might be the one you want to go for. And there are 2 things you can do with this energy potion once you make it. You can choose to use it on a lifeskilling alt that you have, or if you are not a lifeskiller and you will never do that, you can go ahead and sell it to the marketplace for a little bit of passive income. Every extra large energy potion sells for roughly 5.5 mil, and they sell a lot, so it's a good way to make some passive income. Now, if you are a lifeskiller, you might want to be placing your alts in areas that are important to you. So my recommendation is to place a few alts over here in Alvia. There are some cow farms in Alvia, and so you can go ahead and leave like 3 alts just hanging out in Alvia near the cows and just gather milk from them. Use your energy to gather the milk, then you can sell the milk to the marketplace, or you can use the milk if you're a cook, a chef, for your recipes. Another thing you can do as a lifeskiller is place an alt at a farm. This is one of the most well-known locations to place your farms at, your gardening, your planting, or your crops, or whatever. And it's just going to be a little bit easier to swap to the character that is already at that farm location, tend to the farm, and then swap back out to continue doing whatever it is that you are doing. Another reason we like to have alts is because having more alts gives you family fame. Having alts who are leveled, I should say, gives you family fame. I do recommend making Shies if you're simply going for family fame, as they do start off with Gathering Professional 1 and Alchemy Professional 1. So that will add a little bit to your family fame. Not much, but you know, it all adds up. But the reason we like family fame is because with more family fame, as you can see, you can have more silver that you're collecting from the market. So you're going to be taxed a little less. So at 7,000 family fame, you cap out with 1.5% more silver. Another reason family fame is great is because it gives you extra warehouse LT. So for every family fame point, you actually get 0.2 LT to the warehouse. This might not sound like much, but my 2,500 family fame right now gives me an extra 500 LT. That's pretty big, I would say. So another reason that we do want alts is, the last and final reason actually that we want alts, is for our 30k quests. Now this is a little bit more of an endgame type thing, but Hitting that 30k quest will require quite a few alts. I don't remember the exact amount of quests you would need per alt character, but you will need to quest a lot. And the reason we like the 30k quest is because you get a 300 stack, multiple 100 fail stacks, and you get a +5 permanent enhancement chance once completing it, and a shiny title that says 30k. Very, very pretty. Alright guys, so that sums up our alt character video. If you guys do have any suggestions or anything that you guys like to use your alts for that I have not mentioned, please feel free to leave it in the comments down below. And if you guys are interested in learning more about nodes, please stay tuned as I will be making some videos on nodes for cooking, nodes for alchemy, and nodes for profit in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to see those videos. Alright guys, see you next time.